See, I'm not much of an Apple guy, but today's Apple's One More Thing event blew my mind. Tentatively. Let's get one thing straight. The M1 chip from Apple Silicon is a big deal, and the touted claims that Apple is making for the performance and efficiency boosts of over just the last generation of these chips is absolutely insane. I mean, we have 4 times better video performance, 7 times better image processing, 3.5 times faster CPU, 2 times better CPU and GPU performance over comparable peak power notebook PCs, 17 hours web browsing, 20 hours movie playback, and that's just the Pro model. The MacBook Air, mind you, is very close, 15 hours web browsing, 18 hours movie playback. Who's watching movies for 18 hours on their MacBook Air? I have no idea. But the numbers that they're claiming for this new Apple Silicon chip are insanity. The main reason for this, for those of you that care, is the way the Apple Silicon M1 chip is designed. Everything is built into a single chip. CPU, GPU, RAM, neural engine, security enclave. They're all built into the single chip that is placed in these PCs, and that allows them to control exactly what they want to do with the performance and efficiency and optimizations that they want to do. For example, one of their newest programs, Universal Apps. It's Apple created and developer created Apple supported apps like Pages, iMovie, can run natively on either the new Apple Silicon PCs or the older Intel PCs where developers haven't had a chance to convert them yet. But this allows them to make that distinction. Their Rosetta 2's app offers even better performance for developers that haven't made that transition at all. Can run those apps natively at M1 power efficiency boosts optimizations without needing the system architecture in there. However, from their video playback, it looks like developers are really excited for the M1 system architecture, and they've made it really easy to convert current apps into those new ones. And even better, Apple has made it so that you can natively run iPhone and iPad apps on the Mac. That is awesome. I mean, that's something that we've all kind of wanted for. You can plug in your iPad and stuff, and the system runs it, and it runs like it's on screen. You got your black bars, but now you can natively run games like Among Us or various iPhone and iPad apps on a Mac PC without having some sort of conversion going on. Real quick, let's talk prices, because that's important. Now, the MacBook Air with M1 is starting at $999 for 256 gigabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM, but it does offer up to 2 terabytes and 16 gigabytes of RAM. Max spec is going to be $1,000 more, and you can even add a bit more onto that because you can get Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro already built into the system when you receive the computer. But going from 256 gigabytes to 2 terabytes for an extra $800 doesn't really seem worth it. It's crazy. Why? No idea. So I would just suggest buying like your own USB drive, thumb drive, flash drive, or hard drive, 2 terabyte portable hard drive. Even Samsung, they offer, maybe still expensive, but not $800 expensive. And same thing for the Pro and the Mini. I mean, they all have 256 gigabytes and 8 gigabytes of RAM. And they all go up to 2 terabytes with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Remember, the RAM is built into the M1 chip, so that's the caveat there. Is it's either going to come with 8 or 16. The MacBook Pro 13-inch model starts at $1299 for the 256 8 gigabyte RAM, and the Mac Mini starts at $699 for 256 and 8 gigabytes. Mind you, if you're a student or have some kind of education, like a teacher or professor or something like that, you can get a discount on those devices. So instead of $999 for the Air, you can get $899 or $12.99 to $11.99. To just finish off real quickly, the new M1 Macs really seem, at the moment anyway, like game changing in the chip world. Just the performance per watt that the M1 allows for, the optimizations that Apple's going to be building into it, the smoothness of everything running all Apple based. Like I said, I'm not an Apple guy. Never really have been. The price was always out of my reach. But these new MacBook Pros, at the same prices they were offered previously, are gonna hopefully reinvigorate competition in the chip space for new competitive PCs, notebook PCs, laptops, even desktops, mind you, with the Mac Mini. I mean, hopefully what Apple is trying to do here with all these claimed, and like I said, I'm hopeful that they can pull off the claimed playback times, the claimed power performances, the claimed boosts over previous generation even. I'm hopeful that they can pull those things off with their Apple M1 Silicon chips. And of course we have to see real world tests for those. But if Apple pulls it off, and I think to start out Apple would be the company to do it, it's gonna be a whole new crazy world out there for chip-based architecture and performance on another level that we might even come back a couple years from now and wonder, why hadn't we done this sooner?